So I approached it with the idea of the will to live. When I went out and I would talk about it, and if I would ask you, as I would ask thousands of people I did over time, do you think that having a strong will to live makes a difference in your health? And I don't think I ever had anyone say no. But this was what was really, really fascinating. Here I was in place to try to teach you to do more of what you love to do. In fact, if you think it's a license to steal, here were your doctors coming to you and telling you, diagnosed and being treated for cancer, that what we wanted you to do and take very seriously was to do more of what you love to do. In fact, if you were getting beat up by your treatments, if you were running out of energy, I said go fishing first. You know, do the things you think you should do afterwards. So if you run out of steam, you run out of the things you think you should do, but you've done what you really wanted to do. And we would actually write prescriptions. Again, this may sound very novel or silly. On one level, you come in with something as serious as cancer, and we're telling you, you need to talk on the phone so often. That was probably the most popular one, especially for women. And bingo was big. I don't know if bingo's big here, but it was very big in central Pennsylvania that you had to play bingo so often. And see, it's silly, isn't it? But we know so much more today in terms of my field, mind-body medicine, and certainly now with the science of psychoneuroimmunology, that every thought and every feeling you have is reflected in your immune system. And every major illness pretty much is affected by your immune system. So when you're going fishing, and I should preface why I'm calling this going fishing. Where I lived when I first started to work at this rehab hospital, the edge of my backyard was the largest, most popular trout stream in Pennsylvania. And my little town, or really was a little town, was actually called Fisherman's Paradise. And what was fascinating is that I grew up in central Pennsylvania, and I knew how important sports like trout fishing and especially deer hunting were. And while this may not appeal to you, in central Pennsylvania, they literally closed schools the first day of trout season, first day of buck season, first day of doe season. We lost up to 2/3 of our cancer patients the first week of buck season. So I say this is not normal behavior, but it may help you appreciate how much meaning this had for those people. So I quickly decided, rather than try to talk like the scientist, is to use terms and experiences they could relate to around, okay, if you went fishing, if you were to truly adopt this attitude of a will to live, I'm going to do more of what I really, really want to do, and the doctors are telling me this is important, then maybe they could relate to that better than if I used more formal terms and so forth.